Hi, this is Tanya Johnson from the Institute of Child Psychology, and I'm thrilled to introduce you to Dr. Christina Bjorndal. Hi, Dr. Christina.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Oh, we're so excited. We have you talking at an upcoming conference, which we'll talk about at the end of our interview. But we really want to focus on your book today, Beyond the Label.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you first of all why we loved it and why we're so excited to have you on our team. What I loved about Beyond the Label is that sometimes, in being a psychologist myself, books can be full of advice and psychobabble. And when I read your book, I felt almost as if I was journeying alongside you. And
Mhm.
for me, I think that that's really what touched me about your book.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you go ahead. You know
Yeah.
you know your work the best. You go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say that the the book has really been a labor of love, and it's also been a labor of fear because I had a lot of fear, and I was stuck in shame and stigma.
Mm,
Prior to publishing the book, I hadn't come out about being bipolar
mhm,
or having that label. And then
mhm,
that's the reason why the book is called Beyond the Label,
mhm,
10 Steps to Improve Your Mental Health with Naturopathic Medicine. And so there was a lot of fear to publish it because of that. But I can tell you that I actually had a really interesting, really amazing compliment the other day. So when I was struggling with my mental health and I was researching, well, I wasn't going like this because there was no Google back then, but when I was going to the library and looking for resources, the only book available was An Unquiet Mind by Kay Redfield Jamison. That
mhm,
was one of the first books, first and only books really that I read
mhm,
about somebody who has bipolar disorder. And I was sharing that with a woman who was interviewing me for a podcast, and she asked her, she's much younger than I am, and she had never heard of that author. And then she said to me, "Well, the only book I've ever read for guidance is yours."
wow.
And I thought, wow, like, this has now become a reference material, a guide post, if you will, for people who are searching for answers.
Absolutely
So that was really, really impactful for me to hear,
huge.
you know.
Absolutely huge. Yeah, and I think, Christina, not only is it your journey, but it's about hope. So what can we actually do to live
Right.
my best life?
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. And I think this is the thing, the really reason I want people to read this book and why I produced it is exactly that. The intention is to offer you solutions that, I lived in stigma and shame for, gosh, 20 plus years with these diagnoses. And it's not just bipolar disorder that I've experienced. It's also an eating disorder. It's also anxiety. It's also OCD tendencies. It's also ADD tendencies. I mean, goodness me, I feel like I've been given every label in the DSM manual pretty much, except for perhaps the autism spectrum.
Mhm,
And how can one person have all of
mhm,
these quote unquote diseases?
mhm,
So to me, the hope piece is that through my journey, which I share in the book, not only my own personal experience, but the solution side. Like these are all the things I've done over the last 35 years to help myself get to this place of mental wellness, to this place of mental balance, mental well-being, to this place of healing, if you will.
absolutely, yeah. And I think when people hear those diagnoses, it can feel so scary, and you can feel so alone. But I think that's something that the book really gives you, is that you're not alone, and that there are actual things that you can do to create wellness for yourself.
Yes, yes. The other thing too that I think is important to mention is, especially with some of these heavier um, labels, if you will, like schizophrenia and bipolar disorder with psychosis or bipolar type 1, um, you get told that there's no solution for you, that the
Mm,
only solution is pharmaceutical medication, and that is the answer for you. And I just want to be clear that I'm not anti-medicine. I'm not anti anything, but I am pro choice and I'm pro health. And so it's not about this or that form of medicine. It's this and
Mm,
that form. And, a testament to you and what you do in being a psychologist, that has been the work I've done to learn how to manage my mind, my thoughts, my emotions, my feelings, my shadow beliefs, my unconscious commitments. All of that work has been the foundational important work that has led me to healing. You can only do so much, I think, on the physical level alone, whether you choose to take a pharmaceutical, a nutraceutical, a botanical, those are all on the physical level. They're only going to get you so far,
mhm.
right? So I think true healing, we need to look at the physical for sure, but the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual, all of it. And that's what I've done. And so that's why I think the book is a great offering for people. Wonderful, I think, solution in this realm if you've never been open to, exploring, oh, what role does nutrition have to play? You
Tot-
know?
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, a holistic approach.
The holistic approach that looks at all those four pieces of the puzzle that I just mentioned: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual.
I love it. Well, thank you so much. For those of you that are interested, Dr. Christina will be doing a full day presentation at our upcoming conference on April 23rd. Dr. Christina, thank you so much.
It's great to be here, and I look forward to seeing people. Hopefully they'll sign up, and it's a great conference. So
Yeah,
we look
we're
forward
so
to seeing you
excited.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, we got great reviews on your talk last time, so we can't wait to have you back.
Oh, great. Super. Okay. It's
Thank
exciting.